What's up, everybody? All right, we'll give it a minute before everyone comes in. Hopefully this is still working. It said started. I'm still waiting for it to pop up here. Is it going? All right. Let's see. Maybe I need to refresh. Let me try. All right. Oh, it says I'm live. Okay. Hey, what's up? All right. I guess I was live for a while. So, I was going to come on and say, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, we would have another video for a giveaway, but it looks like I have already hit 1,000 subscribers. So, I'll kind of give a little intro of what you're going to see coming up, but not tonight. I need to do another whole video about it. But first of all, I want to thank Rob Sear at PS101 Group Facebook. If you're not on the group, go join. But he was gracious enough to put my channel up there. And I got, I think, 20 people tonight. So I appreciate everyone coming on. But basically, I wanted to have a Friday night where it's all about you guys. So I want to show you not only what I sold today, but basically answer your questions. Hang out. See what's going on with everyone else. Keeping it real with the Millers has helped me out tremendously tonight. So if you don't subscribe to her channel, feel free to check it out. She does great unboxings. Some of the stuff she gets all over the world. Check her out. She has good camera reviews. Different stuff. How she sells it. How she stores it. Check her out. So yeah, this is all about you guys. Answer your questions. I'm going to show you my sold items, and I'll give a little introduction to the giveaways that we're going to do coming up here now that we've finally reached 1,000 subscribers. So basically, if you haven't, for all the new subscribers, to let you know, I do this part-time. I buy Liquidation.com right now, but I would like to branch out into other wholesalers and liquidators to kind of bring that to you, to show you how I do it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I do I show you how I do the manifest, how I track, buy and sell, how I make sure I make a profit, and basically don't get discouraged. So I want to try to make this channel more about tips and how I can help you guys out. So basically, this is a part-time for me. I work 8 to 5 during the day. I bid on lots. I bid Liquidation.com currently. I do electronics and tools. I'll come home. I have 2 kids. I'll put them to bed about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then I'll come down to the basement and start listing on eBay. And my main source for getting rid of product is eBay. There's a ton to learn about eBay. So that's where, I mean, we can go down a whole rabbit hole of how to sell stuff on eBay, how to deal with cases, how to deal with returns. That's where I want to help you guys out. And then I basically work down here till about 1 a.m., go to bed, get up at 6. So that's basically my day, is doing all that. It's fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but when I buy liquidation items, it's like Christmas. I get a box. It's fun to test it and make sure it works. Now, that's the fun part. If I get things that don't work, the challenge is trying to sell it. Either 90% of the time I'll sell it. The other 10%, or 8% I might fix it. 2% I'll throw it away. So I try to give you my price points, how I sell things. Basically, price points and what's worth it for me. It might not work for everybody, but if it's worth a certain amount, I'll definitely list it. I have a basic store. The basic store has worked out well for me. I used to do a ton of auctions. I don't do auctions anymore. Strictly all what I do is buy it now. That's worked well, and I travel a lot for work. So with my buy it now, I'm able to put a longer handling time when I'm traveling, and then I'll ship things when I get home. So hopefully you guys have had good sales this week. I have about probably 8 sales a day average. Yeah, I mean, Monica says, I'll help you out with the stuff you buy. So I had a couple of people recently reach out to me on PS101. They bought Liquidation, and they just had questions about when it's coming, where is it coming from, what to look for, and what items to sell. So some things I'm going to show you here is basically show you some things that were broken that I got rid of. Hey, Biff, how's it going? Yeah, join my Facebook group. You know, I kind of basically do a lot of liquidation stuff now, but the big kahunas over at PS101 group, there's a lot of vendors there and a lot of wholesalers that you can source from. And hopefully with this giveaway, it can help you even more. But we'll get into that soon. I'll get into some of the sold items first. But yeah, Biff, I was reading your comments on PS101 about your name. That's pretty cool. So that's I'm glad you finally introduced yourself as being Biff. I never could put a name to a face, so thank you. All right, so this right here is see if I can see it here. These blue parrot units, Shop Op PS101 group. It's called Product Sourcing 101. They're a Facebook group. I think they're, correct me if I'm wrong, they're about 17,000 people now. What you do is it's free to join the group, get approved to get in there, and what they do is they have a bunch of suppliers that do wholesale and liquidation, and there's reviews, and there's other people like myself that help other people out that want to buy. So there's also a premium site on there, which I'm going to have in my giveaway, so stay tuned. Not tonight, but I will have some of those to give away. Basically, it's a premium site to get more into the relationships they have. And this business is all about relationships. So it's who you know, how they can help you out. If they understand, the good thing about that group is they understand you on a personal level. You're not just a number in a system. So if the sellers know what you're looking for, they'll better give you what you need. And that's where the group helps out. Hey, and if you can even call Rob, he has a number. You can call him up and he can help you figure out what you want to do, link you up with the right people. I am not a premium member. I actually have to look. I thought I was. I have to look. But I will have some information for you guys on the giveaways to kind of give you an introduction what the premium group's all about and what you can get with it. So I will have that in a video, but that won't be tonight. So yeah, so to get back to these Bluetooth blue parrot units, this one does not power. Now it's pretty much brand new in the box. You can find it on eBay for about $120, and that's selling either new other. If this thing worked, it would be new other. This thing did not work. The cords are pretty much wrapped up, but it didn't power. Plugged it in. And so basically what I did is I listed it for half price. I listed it for $59.99 free shipping. I listed it last night and it sold this afternoon. So I got 60 bucks out of this. So you can't be discouraged when you get liquidation items. Sell them. They'll sell. So Resell Hustler asks, do you bid with a set budget already in mind? For me, I do. I try not to go below 80 to 85% MSRP. I mean, that's a big rule of thumb, but I try to stay below 350 with shipping and premium all in. That's just me. But it's really what's on the manifest. And again, you got to do your research on the manifest. You got to pull it up, not MSRP, not what it's listed for, but what it's selling for. So it's your research. If I can find good items in there, I will break the rule. If you saw my live the other night, I bought a bunch of camera lenses. I broke my own rule, and I paid $404 for it. So nothing, those 3 lenses that I had up there are not selling. At the moment, it's only been a day, but I have best offer on there. I'm not afraid they're not going to sell. So, but yeah, I have a rule of thumb that I go for. Another thing I do is this is strictly for liquidation, but I haven't tried any other sites. I will throw a bid on there. As soon as I find something, I'll add it to my watch list, and I will go out there and I will throw a bid on it. And if I'm the high bidder, I'll let it sit. About 50% of the time, my first bid goes through and I win. And again, if you haven't seen this, I keep a book. So this book here, I have a bunch of tabs in it. I have a running list of items, and what I do is, oh, what happened here? I'm screwed up. I have a list of running items that I use. So what I do is now I know what I look for. I specifically go and search for those items on liquidation, and those items I will go and buy. My chat's acting up. Hold on, I gotta fix it. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay, fixed it. All right. So, yeah, thanks, Biff. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. Again, if you guys watched my video last night, I apologize. I had some bad music from iMovies on my Mac. I hope it was better than just sitting in silence, but I kind of wanted to give you an idea of how I go through each item, plug it in, test it, and make sure that the thing at least powers with the phone units. The phone units work really well, so if you can get them working, do that. And I was looking for a battery. I get those. I buy phone batteries out of eBay. I buy the batteries for about $250. I buy a ton of them, so I buy phones all the time. Oh, you like that music? Yeah, I kind of pick some to try to at least not keep you from getting bored. So. And Monica said, "Don't get discouraged if you don't win your first auction. Some people run up auctions, but there are still others you can get for great prices. Don't overbid just to win the lot." That's a great point. If you're on there, and I've done it many times, there's a lot that you think is, the best thing ever. Don't get attached to it. What you're going to do is you're going to bid yourself to breaking even. If it gets to a point where you don't think you can sell it for that, get rid of it. Just let it go and get to the next one. So my average daily sales and average listings. So my listings right now, I think I'm at 370. The problem is I'm trying to get to 400 and I keep selling too much and I'm not complaining. Let's see if I can show you here. So right now my 60-day total is 5,500. I have 300 and, can you see that? Oh yeah, there we go. 358. So I was up to 375, but I kept selling too many things. Average sales, let me check my spreadsheet. So I have a running spreadsheet. I have a summary and an item breakdown. And then I have a day of week net profit. So what's today? Today's the 15th. So I haven't logged today yet, but the last 5 days, 2, 4, 5, I've averaged total of $463. My average is $92, and that's profit after fees, after shipping, PayPal and eBay fees. So, hey, Rob. So, Product Sourcing 101's in here. Again, I would subscribe to their channel. That's how I was on YouTube searching for liquidation. Actually, liquidation.com videos, and I didn't find anybody. Rob PS101 group happened to have a video of someone unboxing a liquidation pallet or a box, and I watched the video, I commented, and he said it was one of his Facebook users doing the video. That's how I found his Facebook group. So please go and subscribe to his Facebook group. It's been great help. They have a meetup over at ASD in Las Vegas. Great group. So make sure to not only join the group, but give him a call. He will help you, connect you to the suppliers that you need to get to. So, and then you can go get sweet swag like this at ASD. So, all right. Another thing I sold, these Backbeat Fit Plantronics headphones, and these are brand new. You can see. I sold these for $34. There was one issue, and again, if you're selling on eBay, I list every little nuance with it so they can never, and I take pictures of it. So I don't know if you can see in here. There's a little separation along the edge here, but it's brand new. I mean, it still has the tag attached. It has all the boxes. It has all the retail box with it. So again, when you're doing liquidation, keep in mind some things are going to be brand new. Other things are going to be a little beaten up, and other things are going to be broken. You got to take with the good with the bad. So what you could do, and I listed a little glue would help. Otherwise, it's brand new. This was 35 bucks, or what I say, 34. Again, brand new. Listed everything in the lot. And keep in mind, you're going to lose on some. You're going to lose on some lots. You're going to lose on some purchases. But you got to keep going through it, and you're going to make your money. You just got to be diligent and put the work in. Now, I do electronics. A lot of people are scared of electronics just because they don't work, or they don't know how to use them. So for me, that's clothing. I've started selling clothing, and I've sold a few stuff. But you got to I like to branch out, and that's going to help grow your items and grow your store. So I mean, always look to branch out, and don't become stale, right? You always want to find stuff that, you got to keep to your niche, but you want to find stuff where you can branch out, and maybe you might find a great lot of clothes that go for $100, and you can double, triple, quadruple your profit. But you got to know when to buy and who you're buying it from. That's a whole different side. But you got to be open to things, and kind of that's where I'm trying to use Rob's group to grow with that. All right, so these, I can't say this word, phaser head. These are Bluetooth units. Now, I've sold some of these for 50 bucks, and granted, I think the market's going up and down in terms of headphones, because something I'm going to show you here, I sold for a lot higher than what I sold it for, and that's the listings on eBay. But just do your research and know what the market's at. Hey, Steven Staff, thanks. If you haven't followed Steven Staff, the Resale Killers, I strongly suggest you follow them. Really funny. Great videos. Subscribe. They're a great couple. They've helped me a lot. I've gotten local selling games because of them. They just recently hit 1,000. If you haven't subscribed to them, go over and subscribe. They have a video. They're doing a giveaway as well. I think they do Enjoy Your Life, so make sure you comment in the videos, watch it, and follow them. Great group of people. Show them the same love you're showing me, but I appreciate it. So yeah, so these headphones, these are brand new. And don't worry, they don't show any bodies on the videos. You just got to message them, they'll send them to you. Alright, so see, these are brand new. And Steven's staff were telling me electronics, they're small to store. I mean, look at that. That's barely, that's small to my hand. So, again, I'm dropping it everywhere. But these things are brand new. Everything's still in the bag. I tested it, and it worked great. So, I sold these for, I probably should remember. I think these ones I sold for, these were 33. The other ones were 37. I just recently showed you. So, these were 33. Now, also keep in mind, headphones are tricky because they're shorted. So If you're looking at a strictly headphone lot unit, be wary that potentially, I just think every one of them going to be shorted, and I don't assume I'm going to get a brand new product with a headphone lot. So for example, these things go for about $35, and now this is where you got to consider your time versus what you're going to make. So again, these are brand new. They powered up and they paired with my phone. I played them and everything, but one of the sides is shorted, so usually I just toss them, but I think I might tinker around. I have a soldering iron. I might tinker around and unscrew them and try to fix them. I've already made my money on the lot. If I don't get my money back, fine, I'll just toss them. And that's what's fun about this too. I've learned a lot of things about trying to fix items. And Steve and Steph, if you watch their channel, they clean stuff up. They make stuff look brand new. I'll make a video if I can fix it. But I mean, you have to put the elbow grease in. You have to make stuff work. You have to glue things together. And again, you have to tell your buyer what you're doing. But you can bring stuff back to brand new. It's all how much work you put into it. So I'm going to see if I can fix these. I'll make a video of it if I do ended up opening it up and breaking it out. And if these were worth $100, I would sell these probably for $49, $50. Or I mean $49, $59. So depending on the value, if I'm going to put the work in, I'm going to make the most out of it, or I'm going to sell it broken. It all depends. So I showed you the two headphones. Alright, let's see. So if you watched my video last night, this thing, I listed this last night. I sold it for $19.99, and it sold this afternoon. These Adonit Dash, this is a precision, I can't say that word, precision disc stylus. Screw it. And this sold. I tested it, worked with my phone. There's a Donut Dash. There's another Donut Stylus that has USB items. These things sell like crazy. And what I've found is the lots I've purchased have multiples of these. So be on the lookout for these. Now, keep in mind that might be busted and they might not charge. But even then, if they are missing pieces or broken, you could sell them for $15 broken, which I've done. Steve and Steph have a question. You have a full-time job. How would you recommend a person who has a job start buying and selling on liquidation? So, first off, you got to know that you're going to put a lot of time into liquidation, a lot of wholesale items. You got to do your research. That's a given. Join the group, talk to people, understand what you're going to get. I'm most familiar with liquidation.com. What I would start doing is browsing the website, understanding what you want to buy and how you're going to sell it. Thanks, Adam, for subscribing. Appreciate it. So think about what you're going to sell and where you're going to sell it. I stay away from Amazon because, I mean, I'm not that great in it. I need to get into it, but I know I'm going to sell all my items on eBay. So what I do is I look at every lot and I look at the manifest and I take those items and go to eBay and see what I can get for them. So based on, I assume my top 10% of the items are going to make me my money back and make me break even. So I take those 10%, look them up, and then that tells me how much profit I'm going to make on it. And if it's below what the auction is, then I'll pull the trigger. But again, you got to put the work in. You got to get the lot. You can't just assume you're just going to take the items and list it. You got to test them. You got to put hours in. So it's not easy. Exactly, Monica said. Find products you like to buy and sell. Electronics. I love electronics and tools. And you got to think about how you're going to sell it. So you guys, you sell everything locally, right? And you kind of dabble in eBay and the online stuff. I mainly sell eBay and dabble in the local. So you got to put into what you're going to think of how you're going to resell it, right? How much time is that going to take you? Adam, I'm the same way. eBay, trying to learn the local game. The local game's tricky. It's a lot of work to list it. It's a lot of work to meet the people, to get them to come. You got to meet them somewhere. I love it because it's straight cash. And I don't know if it's my area where I'm at, but I try to list both things that are heavy enough that won't ship on eBay. I'll list those local. Florida's Hidden Treasures, Margot asked, after you get a lot, how fast do you get everything up and how long is it tied up in eBay before it sells? So, it I don't want to say it depends, but for example, my camera lot, I had, I think, 15 items, if I remember correctly. I'm going to guess 15. Or with mainly other liquidation lot. If I have the time at that night, I will list everything as soon as possible. But if it's pretty late or the kids are killing me, I will at least list the top selling items. Thanks, Gail. List the top selling items. So, for example, those 3 lenses, I listed those right away. And I know the items now that sell quickly. I will list those as soon as possible, and then maybe the next night I'll come back and relist everything else. For me, I get in trouble because I start buying tons of lots and I don't list it right away. And then it starts piling up, but then I eventually catch up. But I think the key is you have to at least list the high price items and get those up there, get them out of the way. You will learn based in your niche, you'll learn which items sell quickly. So for example, I'll give you a tip. The Joy-Con for the Nintendo Switches, any Hyperkin units, those things sell pretty quick if they're working. Joy-Con controller, I sell those immediately that night. So you'll learn your items, you'll learn which ones sell. Some things sell immediately. Get those up as soon as possible, and you'll learn the items. Again, you'll learn it. So I try to at least do 1 to 5 listings a night at minimum. You need to get in the habit, and this could be another video where you need to get in the habit of listing daily. Listing on your local, listing on your eBay. Get everything out there. If it's not up there, it's not going to sell. Oh yeah, Monica said, keeping it real with the Millers, pop sockets sell like crazy. Those things I cannot keep. When I get them, I list them. I sell them for $11.99. But you have to make sure the original plastic's on the back. Sometimes I get them returned with, people put plastic or paper backing when they're returning them. I don't sell those ones, but if I get the original ones back with the backing on it, $11.99 all day. Those things will sell. Alright, so next thing that sold, this Motorola microphone. And if it was brand new, it retails for about $69. So, I don't know if you can see, it's still in the plastic. It has the clip and everything. With microphones, you got to be careful because the clips, and I can't test this. So, a lot of people ask how you test items. I couldn't test this. So, in the listing, I said untested. Now, I sold this one for $30. I had it up for $69, but the buyer gate, and back to your question of how long does it take? It all depends on your items. This thing's probably sat up there here in eBay for a couple months. Now, there's a couple pins missing, and I'm not familiar with microphones, so I listed in the listing. I don't know if this is correct. I said someone might need to replace some pins, but again, someone bought this and I sold it. So if you're unsure, just put it in the listing. Someone will buy it and someone will put the work in. I had some guy the other day buy Beats headphones with the plug jack was all jacked up. He bought it for $30 because he wanted to try and tinker around with it and fix it. As long as people think that they can fix items and make money on it, you're going to sell it. Keeping it real with the Miller says, my new goal is to list at least 20 items a week. Yeah, so that's it. You got to get in the game of listing items. And that's where I have 2 lots coming. One's, I got to pay for one, and and one's in the mail. So I'm probably going to get one tomorrow. And that's going to be my 4th this week. 5th or 4th this week. And then next one will be here on Monday. So I'm on liquidation.com every day. I need to branch out and get to other sources. That's where the PS101 groups help. I need to talk to Rob, see what other sources I can get. But for me right now, it's liquidation. So, Sledge, so this is from a tool lot. Any Z-Wave door locks, any of the ones where you type your codes in, those things sell like crazy too. And this is something special about this one. Now, here, I'll show you what I got. So, again, if you can see inside, it's pretty much everything here. And what you do is, so you get your items and you make sure you get, I try to look online to make sure everything looks okay in terms of pieces and units. So with these, they slide off the back and you have a battery unit here. So you pull those out. So I slide the batteries in and it powers up, right? And it has all the screws in here. And this is the other piece. Let's see if I can get it out. So it's the keypad, right? You've seen these before. So you punch your keys in and everything works. So you plug this unit into the front. Everything powered up. I'm going through everything. It all gets, everything fires up. And then I'm looking through this and there's no keys. Big thing, and I did this once. I sold a door lock without the keys, and I didn't even think of the keys because it was electronic. Buyer got it, and he said, there's no keys, and he returned it. So with this one, I specifically stated no keys. Now, someone went and paid $79.99 for it. Now, I can't argue with that. That's a steal. So, this sold. Now, again, shipping, if you've seen my other shipping videos, this is real heavy. And as you do liquidation and shipping and eBay, if you don't do local, you'll learn how to save money on shipping. This is going to go in a regional A box. I'll sell some money on this. Smaller lots, yeah, I've been looking at them. I'd love to see what you got, Biff. So Biff said try smaller lots. Found them on PS 101. I'd like to try them out. If you can, maybe we connect and see what you get. I'm just intrigued and kind of see what the items, because I kind of know what to expect and what I'm doing now. I'd love to see what you're getting. Steven Seth said, love those door locks. We have 3 of them on our doors. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, Mid-Tennessee, they started that auction website, right? Yeah, the regional boxes are great. You go on USPS, you could order them for free to your house. Adam asked, do you buy unmanifested lots? And do you buy mostly returns, or do you do shelf pull only? So I do returns only, and they're all manifested. I have not bought a unmanifested lot, just because that's upping. I mean, you could get lucky and you could bite the bullet. So it all depends. Have you bought any unmanifested lots? I mean, if I had the capital, I might pull it, but I'm not sure. Bose headphones, yeah, Bose headphones do well. Biff, did all your Bose headphones work? Or were there some issues? Now, I've also heard on Liquidation there's a Sony lot. There's a Sony seller, I think out of the Garland, Texas building. They sell a ton of Sony items, and you can make a killing on those. Okay, the last item I have here. Oh, all worked. Wow. And that was, where'd you buy that out of? If you don't mind me asking. You can refrain if you want to keep it secret. Alright, so the last thing I bought was this. Now, these are the Icon X Gear headphones. Now, when I had one of these in the box back in, I think, November, in the box, I sold it for $99. I sold these for $55. And all over the market, they were $65 to $50. No, not the price. Where'd you get them from? Did you get them from liquidation.com, or did you get them from somewhere else? So you could see both units here, and it powered and charged, and I could hear sound coming from both. I did not install the app on this. Usually I'll install the app and get it to work, but everything worked fine, so I sold these for $55. So I forgot I did the math. I sold a bunch this afternoon. I was quite surprised. So that's what I sold today. Oh, you got that from smaller lots. Okay. I'll definitely have to check them out. Maybe I'll do buy from them, do some unboxing. Yeah, clothing. If I did clothing, I would do shelf pulls. Four Oaks, I saw you subscribed. Did you leave before? Because I haven't seen you around for a while. But thank you for coming back. Yeah, I did really great today. I was surprised that all that stuff sold. So for those who want to know my process, I will box that up tonight, and I will run to the post office in the morning. Kids have hockey tomorrow, so I'll drop it off after hockey. Yeah. Oh, yeah, busy. We're all busy. It's fun, though, right? All right, so for those of you, last thing, at least in the item side, I showed you this when I unboxed that camera lot last night, or 2 nights ago. This thing does not power up. I had it plugged in all night. Now, it's a Polaroid, and you get to learn how things work real fast. Polaroid Snap Touch does not power up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to list it for half the selling price of a used unit on eBay. List it as broken, parts not working, and I'm sure this will sell. Polaroid cameras sell all the time. Old, new, do not throw them away. You can make money. Yeah, winter is coming. Yeah, clothing, like I said, I'm just dabbling into it. There's some good return on clothing depending on what you get it for. I mean, I've sold some of my wife's J. Crew belts for $12. I mean, versus donating it, you're getting a lot more money. Four Oak says, I have a wall of master toy cases for Q4. Well, how are you going to sell those? Are you going to do eBay, or are you going to ship those in FBA? See, I'd like to get into FBA, but now having all new items, misnomer, I guess. I guess you can send in used stuff, but I still need to get better on that process. That's what I figured, FBA. Yeah, she knows. She wanted me to get rid of them. And I said if I didn't sell them in 30 days, I'd donate them. So, list her closed without her knowing. She wants to sell all my jeans. I wear about 2 pairs of jeans, and I have 30. So, she's probably listed mine. I don't even know about it. Adam says, suppose there's a company that buys 99% of Polaroid cameras. Somehow they refurb them and resell. Yeah, so I've heard that. A couple other, if you want to watch thrifters that buy them from Goodwill that don't work. Yeah, there's a company that buys them all up, and they'll, for anything. Oh, used toy. Oh, no used toys for FBA? Yeah, so that's, I mean, I would love to get into FBA. Rob from PS101 says, liquidation sourcing mistakes are made when people get too excited and allow their emotions to dictate a liquidation purchase. The goal is not to buy a lot of or pallet. The goal is to make an educated, informed purchase decision. I totally agree with that. Again, if you join his group, you will learn the ins and outs and what to do and when to leave the emotions at the door. I mean, I've been sucked in and I started bidding, and then I prayed someone outbid me, and they did. So you got to know when to let it go. Again, he says there's no way to mitigate all the risk with returns because they return, every return, pallet lot truckload, will be different in terms of product conditions. Correct. So I've got items that are brand new, unopened, returned, and I've had stuff that has been switched out with doll furniture. No, you're good, Rob. I mean, that's invaluable information, and I'm only repeating it because the people that come back, I want them to be able to hear the information that you're dropping in the chat. So there's you got to let it go if it's something that you're tied to emotionally. I mean, I've almost been there, and I've almost bid it up just because I wanted those 4 Joy-Con controllers, and I knew I'd sell them. But the other 200 items in the lot, I'd lose on. So you gotta let it go. And again, make relationships with your vendors, with your sources, and they won't lead you wrong because they're looking to. Yeah, it was doll furniture. I ended up getting a claim on it, and I got $12 back, but 12%, so it was about $32. It's better than nothing. So it's good. Now I have a whole stuff over here that's for. And Rob, keep dropping in the chat. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Exactly. So I put everything out here that I'm going to list, and I'm going to get it up there. But I'm going to go box that up. What are the questions you guys have? Again, this is all about you guys. Yeah, the bidding. I mean, people get sucked into eBay on bidding. Again, you're looking at 200 lots on eBay, and you're going to get sucked, or liquidation, you get sucked in. So Monica asked Rob, why are there not many smaller lot companies? Is it because pallets move more? I'd be interested to know that answer. Just because, I mean, it's small lots. Thanks, Rob. Rob says, thanks for Chris. Big props to you for giving your time to help so many people. I first initially started and I looked on eBay. I looked everywhere and there was nothing. Not eBay. I looked on YouTube, Google. I saw, I think, one unboxing video from Liquidation, maybe two. The second one led me to Rob. But other than that, I read an article, and if you follow my blog, I have an intro of how I got into it. But there's nothing out there, and I didn't want people to buy a lot blindly, just like I did. So luckily, I stumbled into PS101, and I found it. So I want to provide the value that I didn't have when I started. Yeah, many of the companies are going smaller lot formats, and I agree. I mean, you got to be careful too. If you bid on pallet lots, you're going to eat it in shipping. Steve and Steph, you guys, time is more valuable than money. I appreciate it. You had a couple recent videos about you guys showing the process and going through it. That was very beneficial to show how you guys go through locally, how you guys list it. I loved it. I had that on my desk while I was doing some work. So my day job, I was doing work. So boss comes over asking questions, and I see you guys typing into garage sale. Yeah, shipping kills you. Now, if you're going to buy pallets, you have to buy more than one, really. In my opinion, you have to buy more than one, really, to make your money on the cost of shipping. So that's where the pallets get you. The smaller lots are better for me just because I don't have to pay the liftgate fee for it to drop in my garage. Last lots from them showed up boxes bashed. Yeah, I've had a couple boxes bashed. I mean, hopefully none of the products in there were destroyed, but it was pretty good. For at least Liquidation padded them pretty well. Yeah, small. So Max Frable, yeah, that's the guy. Go through Rob's group. He'll hook you up with him. He's a good group to look at. So Rob says, small lots are very profitable for companies. There are many more small lot buyers than truckload. That's a reason for that. And anyone have an idea why? I don't think everyone has a warehouse. Is that where we're getting at? They can't get that delivery? Comfortable Life says, hi, how you doing? I have a decent sized SUV, so I could do that. Fast inventory movement, that could be one. I'm interested to see the answer now. Working with Liquidation is not for everyone. It's not easy doing what we do. Yes, it's tough. It's hard to... You got to do your work to find the right thing, and you have the ability to get burned. So do your homework. Know who you're buying from. And you got to put the work in. And that's the fun thing about this business is you define how big you want to be and how quick you want to grow. Steve and Steph say cost is why the smaller lots are surpassing pallets. All right, what's the answer? Is there no answer on this one? Pallets price of items are less profitable, more profitable. Yeah, so Biff says, I'm guessing shipping costs. Florida Treasure says, I feel like PS101 is a teacher, and we're the students, and I'm not shouting on an answer. Someone else can raise their hand and tell the answer. Oh, there's an answer. Trying to get there. Yeah, so you definitely got to weigh your shipping costs along with the items you're getting. So you got to try and guess what your shipping cost is going to outweigh the items you're going to get. And you can't expect every item to work. I play a little, put a little percentage in there that I think that items aren't going to work. You have to assume your top couple items are going to be broken. And you got to look at, okay, assuming 50% of this lot's going to work, will I at least make my money back? And if that's the case, I'll pull the trigger. So that's where you kind of get to learn items, what they sell for. Now you're going to make your money. Monica says, tell us the answer. So I appreciate it. I finally broke 1,000 tonight, 1,000 viewers. This is what I intend to do. So Rob, PS101 has graciously donated Amazon gift cards of both 25 and 50 bucks. Let me make sure I get this right. 25, 50 bucks. 3 premium memberships. There will be a discount on guides for the amount of time when. So I'm going to make a video that explains all this, so it'll come out. I just kind of want to give you an intro. Now the other thing, the guides, the Amazon gift cards, and the premium memberships, that's courtesy of PS101. I've reached out to Liquidation.com and I've received 10 codes for $20 off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 10 days of codes for the winners. Now what, and I'll explain it in the video that I put out, but I'm kind of trying to play with the idea of, you know, comments. You got to submit to you got to go to the website, put your name in so I can get the names. But what I'm going to do is that night when I've had the first video, I'm going to tell everyone to put their names in. The next video I will do the drawing for one winner for the day prior. I'm going to do that for 10 days. So for 10 days, there'll be one winner per day for the code. Now, what I ask is that the winners, and again, you have to be registered on Liquidation.com. Beth wants a fart machine. If you haven't seen Steve and Steph video on the fart machine, you got to go look at it. So, what I would ask is if you win a liquidation code and you end up using it, I would ask that either you join, if you're in PS101 group, my Facebook group, Instagram, whatever. I would ask that you guys either, if you guys want to come on and we can do a live video, you go through your unboxing, great. That's extra credit. If you guys want to submit a video or pictures of your lots, I would love to see what you get, and I could show Liquidation. Hey guys, you got all these guys buying Liquidation, and we're getting your name out there. We're getting people understanding Liquidation business. So, yeah, we're all in class, as Steve and Steph said. We're all students. So that's kind of for 1,000 viewers, and depending on how the codes go and how many people respond and videos and pictures and all that, I'll look at continuing the $20 off promo, at least for myself, for others. So if we can get some good response after the 10 codes, maybe I'll throw in codes myself. So I appreciate everyone being on. Stay tuned. There's going to be videos throughout the week. I'm traveling to Denver next week, so you might see some videos in a hotel, but I'm looking to get some videos out there, get some codes, get some winners, get some more people in Liquidation to help each other out. Any other questions before we call it a night? Monica, keeping it real with Miller, says, being Rob on a live show. Yeah, getting Rob on's great. If we can get Rob on a live show, get some knowledge that he's been dropping in the chat, I mean, that's invaluable right there. Yeah, we'll do it soon. I'd love that. I had a couple of requests for you, Rob, getting on the show. So hopefully we can get you on. Yeah, so Steven says, they say click the little ding-a-ling on the little corner. That's the little bell, right? Click the little bell. You'll get notified when I go live. I try to put my live, if I'm going to go live that night, I'll put it as scheduled so you guys get it popped up, see when I'm coming off. Yeah, I love when you chalk our chat off. See, that's why I try to repeat it, so the people that watch the replay, they know what you're saying, because there's a lot of good stuff. Steve and Steph, I mean, you guys have a great channel. You can't, I mean, I'm trying to, we both have great content. You guys do a super great job of showing how you get rid of product, how you make your relationships. You guys do a great job of going back and getting repeats. That's something I need to start tracking soon in terms of eBay. If I can get people coming in. Renee is a ding-a-ling, Rob says. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, if we had Rob on the show, I think we'd have a good hour and a half, easy. So I think that'd be great. And then we can get Rob, we can get Steve and Steph, we can get a little round robin going, and we can finally get this liquidation thing going. Yeah, little Jerry. Thanks, I appreciate it, guys. Rob says easy. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. All right, guys. Any other questions? I know we got a Friday night. Anyone else going to go watch Live PD? It's a rerun. So probably won't watch it. And I got to box this stuff up. Chris, do you do promoted sales? Now, I've heard promoted sales have done well for people. I have not. It's something I need to look into because people claim it does really well, but I have 5 to 8 sales a night, so I don't know how much better I can do. I know I can do a lot better, but no, I haven't done promoted sales. I would love to do a video on one, so maybe I'll do that and get that out there. But again, stay tuned. Videos to come throughout the week. I'll have hopefully another live tomorrow. Maybe I'll get Victor on, but Monica says they help. I'll have to do them. So stay tuned. I'm going to have videos coming. I'm going to have giveaways. Again, thank you everybody who subscribed tonight. I appreciate it. Rob, appreciate you putting me in your group, getting it up to 1,000. And we'll talk to you soon, and we'll have a ton of giveaways coming up. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.